All praises and glory goes to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. All praises and glory goes to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors and salutations to the men of GMS who preach this gospel, who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz on the set once again. Okay, woe unto you that seek the day of the Lord. What is it in for you? Okay, you so-called Christians. Well, isn't that day a dark day and a day of destruction? Why do you want to seek the day of the Lord? Okay, that's what this is about. Woe unto you that claim that you know, a Christian and you seek the day of the Lord, what's that to you? It's thinking you're going to get beamed it up, okay, without going through your set tribulations, okay? That's what the whole doctrine is postured around, is tribulations. Let's get woe unto you. The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. For what end is it for you? Okay. The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light, as if a man flee from a lion and a bear met him, or when he went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of Yahweh be darkness and not light, and every dark, very dark, and no brightness in it? So woe unto you that seek the day of the Lord. Let's go into the NET. Let's see how the NET reads it. Woe unto you that wish for the day of Yahweh. If why do you want Yahweh's day of judgment to come? He will bring darkness and not light. Disaster will be inescapable, as if a man ran from a lion only to meet a bear, and that escaped into the house and leaned his hand against the wall, was bitten by a poisonous snake. Okay, so that's what this is about. That's what this is about. If you want to know what this is about, that's what this is all about, okay? When that day comes and so-called Christians thinking what they think, let's get it. They think they're not going to go through no set tribulations, okay? Let's get it. If you're a so-called Christian, you believe in that, you ain't going to go through no tribulations. Let's get it. Let's see what the scriptures got to say. The book of Acts 14, verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them continually in the faith that we must do much tribulations until to enter into the kingdom of power. Okay, so do much tribulations. We're going to enter into the kingdom of power. Okay, you have to go to your set perils. Okay, that's what this is about. Turn to the book of James. The book of James, chapter 1, verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations. Know that this is the trying of your faith that worketh patience. But let patience have his perfect work, that ye may be perfect and that entire wanting of nothing. Okay, one moment. the book of Ecclesiasticus of Sirach 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thyself for temptation. Let thy heart aright constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cling unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the latter end, at the last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take it cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. So that's what this is about, okay? You're going to be changed to a lower state, okay? Turn to the book of Isaiah. The book of Isaiah 2, verse 12. For the day of Yahweh of hosts is upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up and shall be brought low. Verse 17, Isaiah chapter 2, verse 17. And the loftiness of men shall be bowed down, and the brightness of men shall be made low, and Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day. Okay, so that's it. Only Yahweh alone is going to be exalted in that day. Okay, when this thing goes down, it's only going to be Yahweh Shai exalted in that day. Okay, all men are going to be brought low. The so-called white man, when he falls out of power, everybody's going to say, wow, oh my God. I said this before, once again, they're going to say, wow, the so-called white man is not in power no more, who ruled the nations and with fierce anger and grievous strokes and blows he did to the nations. Wow, I can't believe that. Yahweh Shai, okay? And that's how he's going to give himself a great name. Wow, the so-called white man is not in rulership anymore. He's not ruling the nations anymore. Wow, I can't believe it. Turn to the book of Revelations. The book of Revelations, we'll start at verse 8. Chapter 6, verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat upon him is Death, and he followed with him, and the powers was given unto him over the fourth part of the earth to kill and slay with the sword. Okay, but jumping down, and we'll start at verse 12. Revelation chapter 6, verse 12. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became sackcloth of hair, and the moon became blood. What's that talking about? Okay, what's that talking about? You betcha, you got it. Okay, thermonuclear weapons being detonated over America, making her desolate. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even the fig tree casts her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heavens departed up as a scroll when they are rolled together, and every mountain and island has moved out of its place. Okay, thermonuclear weapons shifting the landmass. Okay, that's how much power those. Also from the UFOs, but that's how much power that those nukes have in them. They can shift the landmass. That's how much power this thing is. This is not. This is a day of dread and darkness. And the kings of the earth and the great men and rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman was free hid themselves and hid themselves in the dens of the rocks of the mountains. And they said to the mountains and rocks, fall upon us and hide us from him, the fierce anger that sits on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For great is his wrath and his calm, and who is able to abide it, able to stand. That's it. Who was able to stand? Okay. Well, NET that, okay, ain't no joy in lollipops. Things get heated. I'ma just be beamed it up out of here. No, you're gonna have to go through some tribulations, okay? You're gonna have to go through some nukes, okay? Now, if you are the one third, and hopefully you are of the one third, that the sound of my voice, you get beamed up out of here, okay? Okay, like I like to say, beam me up, Scotty. But if not, you're gonna have to go through it. You're gonna have to be killed and come back. But you come back though. If you was Israelite, you come back. You have it good. Okay, on this side, you have to, it's a mercy killing, okay, but it's okay, you have it good when you come back, okay, and it's going to be forever. So it's going to be a little shame on you, okay, because you took the mark of the beast, okay, but it's okay though, you come back. Now, let's, okay, they said unto the mountains and to the rocks, fall on us. And hide us from the face of the one who is seated on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb, because the great day of their wrath has come, and who is able to withstand it? Okay, so when that day comes, who is able to withstand it? Okay, come over here. The book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 21. For behold, Yahweh comes out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth with their iniquity, the earth also, and shall discover her blood and shall no more cover her slain. Okay. The Israelites that were killed over here, okay, Yahweh's gonna come out of his place. book of Jeremiah. We'll come over here to the book of Jeremiah. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 46, verse 10. For this is a day of Yahweh, power of hosts, a day of vengeance, that he may avenge him of his adversaries, and the sword shall devour with, and shall be slated and made drunk with their blood. For Yahweh, power of hosts, have a sacrifice in the north country by the Euphrates River. Okay, the north country is here in America. Okay, that's why when these weapons go off, boom, these nukes go off, instant panic sets in. Okay, I'll leave you with this last scripture. When those weapons go off, bow, okay, instant panic sets in, okay, you're going to say, oh my God, what was that? Horror, dread's going to hit your heart. The book of Jeremiah 4, verse 7. The lion has come up out of his thickets, and the destroyer of the Gentile is on his way. He is gone forth out of his place, thou's land, to make thou's land desolate, and thou city shall be waste without inhabitant. Hopefully you as well edified. Shalom.